Hi everyone, Oz here. Today we are reacting to Amane's voice drama and her music video. I don't really know a lot about Amane, except the fact that she's like the youngest one here. I don't really know what to really think about her. Her music video didn't really make sense to me. I don't know if it's because it was like the eighth music video and I was kind of, burnt out with watching a lot of them that I don't really, when I was watching the music video, I didn't really stop a lot. So I didn't really get to know her or like the deeper meaning of music videos at that point. But now we are having more context with her voice drama and rewatching the music video, so we'll have more context to who she is and what her music video might mean. I'm pretty excited about it. She's also one interesting one besides Kazui, because we have the older person in Milgram and then we have the youngest one too. So I want to see what the difference is when it comes to what they do, what they say to S, and how their interaction is, how their synergy is. Yeah, and I just want to see how she is and how she ended up in this place. So pretty excited about it, and here we go.
待たせたの？あまね。
はい、待たせましたね。遅刻です。
さて、尋問を始めよ
う。嫌です。
は？
認めません。
どういうことだ？
まずはきちんと謝るべきです。
はあ。
いいですか？時間はどんな環境においても厳守されるべきです。悪いことをしたら謝らねばなりません。それは私の。
It's kind of ironic when Amane is here because of a murder, but I mean, we don't know what the murder is yet, but that's kind of ironic to ask that.
のルールであると同時に社会のルールでもあるはずです。
もういいか？尋問を始めたいんだが。
いいえ、話はまだ終わっていません。まずは真摯に謝罪すべきです。何ですか、その顔。何か言いたいことでも？
ままごとに付き合ってあげたい気持ちは山々なんだがな。いいか、あまね。
何でしょう？
勘違いするな。お前は囚人で、僕は看守。ここには明確な上下関係が存在する。お前に指図される言われはない。
お言葉ですが、あなたが看守だというならば、囚人の規範にならねばいけないのでは？
Okay. Is that like just the Japanese culture? I mean, I don't know if I'm speaking that I currently live in America, but I feel like a lot of wardens here don't really respect the opinions of prisoners. I don't know. Maybe that's also like my input just because I don't really know anything about the justice system or anything about the prisoners, but I guess like media and shows and movies and things like that, that's kind of like what I get from it. So I don't know if this is just like a Japanese thing as well, or maybe like other cultures, like other countries do that, right?
笑わせるな。僕はお前たちの学校の先生ではない。お前らを強制して正しい道を歩かせることが目的ではない。ミルグラムはお前らを真人間にして社会復帰させることがゴールの空間ではない。必要なのは混じりっ気なしの純粋な観察と判断だ。
観察と判断。
必要なのはお前の罪を許すか許さないかだけだ。それ以上の責任を負うのは仕事の範疇外だ。僕はお前が小さな子供だろうとそこを曲げるつもりはないね。
Okay, my prediction with Amane, I actually don't know what kind of like sin is she gonna have. I completely forgot her music video. It's honestly been like over a month, right? I think it's around a month or so. And then after rewatching the 6 other prisoners, it's kind of hard for me to really remember what Amane's thing is. So I actually don't know. She doesn't seem like a very aggressive type of person, similar to like a Futa. But at the same time, she is the youngest one. So mentally, I'm not really sure where she stands, what she knows, who her parents are, or her background. So it's hard to judge right now as of this moment. I don't know if her image on the left says a lot about her. I think that's the only really thing I could see and judge based off of now. Um, she doesn't seem like a bad person. At the same time, she can be a manipulator. Like there are cases like that where the youngest one. I don't know if that's just like a battling the stereotype, but I feel like that's kind of just like how it is. Like for us as viewers or as judges, we kind of judge the youngest as like the most innocent because they don't know any better. But at the same time, it could also be what they're trying to do here. Like, oh, just because she's the youngest doesn't mean maybe she has the worst case. We don't really know. Yeah, but I think that's what the show or like what the video is going to do. That's my prediction at least. Like I think that the youngest will kind of like be the most unpredictable. Like we don't know what she's going to do. Kind of like like I guess comparable to like a Kazui where like based off of like his appearance, you kind of know what her case is, or at least like what the direction of the case is, right? At least like that's how I feel about it.
そうですか。
そういうことだ。じゃあ尋問を。
では、看守としてではなく、あなたとして私に謝ってください。
僕として。
そう、一人の人間として。約束をたがえたら謝る。当然のことです。
He is
何
very
ですか
stubborn though.
ほうけた顔をして。あなたは人間ではないのですか？
いや、きっとそうだな。悪かったな。
はい、私は優しいので許しましょう。よかったですね。私の両親相手だったらあと1時間はお説教を受けていますよ。
お前の家に
I get that's just like how humans are supposed to be. I don't know why I think it's so annoying. I don't know. Like, I mean, like in the personal level, I'm just like, like, yeah, just like apologize to me or else like I'll be like petty or whatever. It seems that way to me. And that's just so annoying to me. I don't know why. Like, yeah, you're right. I'm late, whatever. Right? It's kind of like when you're on a date and someone's late, like, or like in an interview and you're late, obviously like how people view you is different. This is maybe like their first impression of each other. So yeah, right. Like, I don't know, but I don't know what it is. Like for people to just like try to prove a point and be stubborn about it, it's just so annoying to me. I don't know if you guys agree with that, but
割れないでよかったよ。
そうですか。さあ、遅くなりましたし、尋問を始めましょうか。
それは僕のセリ。
Yeah, I don't know why she's such in like I don't know why she's like that. Like what else is she like does she have anything better to do in the prison?
だけどな。
Low?
百瀬天音、12歳です。
12.
小学6年生です。
まったく。その年で堂々としたものだな。
I think it's because she doesn't know any better.
この環境に恐れを感じているというのに。
え？全然怖くないですよ。私のことは神様が守ってくれていますから。
そういうところは子供なんだな。
確かにこれは突飛な出来事です。しかし、私は試練みたいなものなのだと認識しています。きっと乗り越えた時に私はもう一つ成長できるのだと思います。
殊勝な心がけだこと。
あと何でしょう。特技は早寝早起き。趣味は勉強。得意な教科は国語です。野菜が好きで、牛、豚、鳥などの肉類は食べられません。他に何か聞きたいことはありますか？看守さん、何をぼーっとしているのですか？職務怠慢ですか？
See, I wouldn't even call her a picky eater.
人殺しなのだなと思ってな。
は？その質問はどういう意味でしょうか？あなたがそう言って私たちを集めてきたのではないですか？
言葉通りの意味だ。少し言葉遣いが大行ということを除けば、お前は普通の小学生に見える。
言葉遣いはそうですね。 教育と環境のおかげでしょうか。
I do want like some context if any of the community can help me. What is the context of what S just said about the way of her speaking? Is that a more formal way of speaking Japanese? She did say that her favorite subject is Japanese. So I don't know if that helped with how she speaks or she's just rich, things like that. I think I just want context just because, you know, I don't really see the difference between her and like the other inmates as of now. But I don't know if that's just because I'm not as familiar with the language, right? Like the way of them talking. I guess it's more of like me calling my teachers like by their first names versus like a sir or ma'am or like Mr. this, Mr. that, right? I don't know. Let me know, please. I am pretty curious about it, and then I want to be educated as well. Like I'm not very familiar with any formalities and things like that. So.
とても人殺しには見えない。
なるほど。それは外見や年。
Yeah, see that? Like, it's weird, right? Because like a Kazui, it's just like, oh, you're old, so you're capable, but you're a 12-year-old and you're not. Which, you know, in my defense, I do agree. I'm just like, I don't really see her killing someone too. Like, you're so young, right? But there are cases where people have killed that young. Like, it doesn't seem like she has a lot of hatred in the world. So I just can't see it, right? And I'm pretty curious about how it is.
ということですかね。
そうかもしれないな。
看守さんは子供であれば人を殺さないとお思いですか？
そういうわけではない。ミルグラムが選んできた以上、囚人が人の死に関わっていることには間違いない。それは前提だ。それが覆れば全て意味のないことになってしまう。では何でしょう。子供は普通人を殺さないですか？子供であれば人を殺したことに何か事情があるかもしれないですか？だから許すべきとでも思っていますか？ そこまで言ってはいない。ただ少なくとも日本の法律ではそうなっている。刑事責任年齢に達していないとされる。
不服ですね。まるで子供であれば自我が未熟であると決めつけたような言い草です。
幼少期は親の教育の影響が強いのは事実だろう。成人に比べて自我が未発達であるという側面は。
I don't know. I get what she's trying to say as well. It's kind of like proving a point, and I don't know if that's the reason why she killed. Maybe the parents are just babying her too much. It's like, oh, you think I can't do it? You think I can do it? You think I can't be independent? You know? And I feel like it kind of roots from the stubbornness that was shown in the beginning of the video, where she's like, oh, like apologize to me right now or else, right? I don't know. I mean, Amane seems very smart or very educated, but it's also very stubborn. So it's more of like, oh, if you know, I want to show you that I'm capable, and I feel like that kind of reached the murder. I'm not really sure. Like, and even now, like, oh, just because I'm a kid doesn't mean I can't do anything. Like, I can't do anything you ask. Like equality, I guess, with like adults. Weirdly enough.
なるほど。では、12歳の私が考えていることは不完全なのでしょうか。今私が確かに感じている思いは。短い人生なりに培った価値観は年齢を理由に切り捨てられる取るに足らないものなのでしょうか。12歳の私に自我はありませんか？ それでは16歳のムーさんには少しだけ自我があり、18歳のユノさんには自我があり、20歳のフータさんは完全に自我が確立していますか？仮にですが、私が誰かを殺したいほど憎いという気持ちを持ったとして、それを自分の意思ではないと軽んじられることほど屈辱的なことはないと感じます。あなたは先ほど私を子供扱いしないと言いましたね。しかし年齢を理由に私が自ら人を殺しそうにないと感じる時点で私を子供扱いしているのです。
Maybe that's why.
子供だからって油断してると殺されますよ。
感想を言っていいか？
どうぞ。
Honestly, though, I feel like S is kind of like that. It is a little bit annoying for even that, like, like for that to even be said. I mean, I feel like S is kind of like thinking of what we as viewers are thinking, and it's fair for that. But at the same time, yeah, dude, after all that lecture from her, dude, I mean, it does make sense. Like, oh, like I think my first impression of a lot of people is like, dude, like you're so young or you're so nice or whatever. How could you kill someone, right? It makes sense. I mean, it is a little weird that she's there, but then like there's also that specific like kind of like species of kids where I don't want to say species, but like kinds of kids where they're capable of killing because they're psychopaths. Like apparently her. Just kidding. Sorry for being heated, but I'm not a fan of her. I think out of right now, she's my least favorite interview.
あった。お褒めに預かり
gosh,
光栄です。
Wait, let me see that again.
あった。
お前は立派にめんどくさいよ。
I agree. Thank you, S. Thank you for
お
telling
褒めに預か
her
り
that.
光栄です。
That's what I'm thinking.
言ってろ。ま、へりくつだが、理屈は通っている。法律が便宜上、ラインを引く必要性は理解しているが、僕までそれに感覚を引っ張られる必要はないか。
柔軟ですね。
それに、子供扱いされる腹立たしさは、つい最近身をもって知ったしな。今思い出しても腹が立つ。ミルグラムらしくないことをした。お前をきちんと罪深い人殺しとして扱おう。囚人番号8番アマネ。
はい、それはありがとうございます。
なんだ、まだクレームがあるのか。
人殺しですか。
もう、なんなんだお前は。お前がそう扱えと言っただろう。
いいえ、12歳だから人を殺さないという考えが間違っているというのと、私が人殺し呼ばわりされるのが不服だというのは別の問題です。私は感情と論理は別で扱いますから。
はいはい、大層なことだ。では、あくまで人殺しであることは認めていないと。
人を殺したと言われればそうなのかもしれません。しかし間違ったことをしたとは思っていません。
それはお前が決めることではない。ミルグラムにおいては僕が決める。僕が間違いだと言えば間違いだ。
あれを間違っているというのならば、私はあなたの方が間違っていると思います。
なるほど。しかしミルグラムにおいてはともかく、人殺しは法律上の罪であることは間違いないだろう。それでも間違ったことをしていないと。
罪と言いますが、今看守さんが行っている行為も犯罪なのではないですか。まあ私は法律よりも大事なものがあると思いますので、それで看守さんを軽蔑したりはしませんよ。
まったく口の減らない。
ですから私はミルグラムのこと嫌いではありません。一辺倒の法律よりも別の基準で罪を判断する、それは私の思想にも近いのですよ。
ほう。
私の善悪の基準は別のところにあります。私の胸の中に、血液に、DNA にしっかりと刻まれています。
ではその基準の中ではお前の人殺しは罪ではないと。
はい。
なるほどね。
Alright, that's pretty similar to like how Futa sounded like when we were watching his video. He thinks that everything that he did was justified. Kind of similar to like a vigilante, I guess, if that makes sense. Or like a persona character. So I'm not really sure if that is correlated to what Amane is doing. Or or it's self-defense, or maybe he was just not treated well as a child, that he had like he hated someone so much that she did something to them.
私は楽しみにしています。あなたの判断が私の善悪の基準と一致するのか。そうすれば外の世界よりもミルグラムこそが我々にとって正しい世界なのかもしれません。ミルグラムはあなたの判断で決まるのでしょう。もしかするとあなたは正しい世界の理解者なのかもしれない。
一致しなければどうする？
I don't know what I think about all
お前を否定してや
that.
る。おや、もう終わりですか？楽しい時間でした。多少のすれ違いはありましたが、あなたは私に向き合って話をしてくれます。それはとても嬉しいことです。あなたは私たちの理解者になってくれるかもしれない。そんな予感に満ちた素敵な時間。え？
黙れよ。
Ooh.
覚悟しろよ。囚人番号8番。
ハッシュさん。
お前が求めたのはミルグラムとの真っ向勝負だ。黙って
I like her
聞
in
い
this
てれば
position.
ベラベラと勝手なことを。基準を作るのは僕だ。お前じゃない。思い上がるな。神様気分か。
どうしました？暴力ですか？
どうした？ただ押さえつけてるだけだぞ。動けないのか？子供じゃないんだろう。
何を？
すまないな。僕の覚悟が足りなかったようだ。お前の言葉通り全てフラットに見てや
Ooh,
るよ。
getting spicy.
子供扱いもしない。きちんとお前を見つめてやる。するなよ。
今、なんと。
手遅れになってから子供だからと言い訳するなよ。
私は
Damn. Yes, let's go.
囚人番号8番アマネ。さあ、お前の罪を歌え。
Oh shoot. It didn't stop. My thoughts on her. Honestly, honestly, S kind of just said it. I don't know, like Amane has God complex, or like she thinks that everything revolves around her, which is kind of crazy. And like, she kind of like already judged herself as not a murderer, or like, oh, don't call me that. Like whatever I did was justified. I would probably put her in the bottom. I don't know if she's my least favorite character. I'm surprised that Kazui is some people's favorite, like least favorite, but after meeting this person, Amane, I can't, like if we can't even judge her as a kid, then like I don't even care if she's a kid. I don't like her, right? Like, oh, like she's too young to like feel like that. I'm like, bro, like, have you seen that? Like, dude, if I ever have a kid like this, like, in the future, ain't no way, bro. I'm just kidding. Well, maybe it is the environment that they grew up in. Maybe it's just like they think that they can boss people around. She seems like a very rich, like, kid, right? Like, it just seems like people served her before, but she's a very stubborn and spoiled person. So I don't really know her family background, but it just seems like that. It's pointing in that direction. I'm not a fan of her. I'm not a fan of how she treated S. She does have a lot of logical points to her, but it just seems like her defense is a lot about her being a kid. And I don't know. Like, like when you put it in the grand scheme of things, it is kind of unfair that someone would judge you based off of your age. But at the same time, like the older you get, the wiser you get as well. And there is a reason why kids aren't really independent until 18 in the US. I don't know what the age is in Japan, but it makes sense. Like, I feel like some people kind of like act based on emotion. I don't really I don't know. This one just seems like you're like a smarty pants, you know. Uh, Not a fan of her. Not a fan of her. Not a fan of her. But yeah, I mean, let's see. I still gotta hear hear her music video again. I want to see why what people think about her as well in the comments. Uh, and I want to see the verdict. I as far as I remember, like people didn't really like her as well. But yeah, I mean now I have some context to that. I want to see what she did in the music video. I think that's one missing info that I did not know. They did mention something about her. I think she admitted that she killed someone, but I did not understand the context of her like killing someone. Yeah. All right. Anyways, let's watch the video. Woo. Let's go. Let's go. Seems like a happy song so far. Magic. Oh, whoops. Hold on. Sorry, I'm gonna back out a little bit. My browser wasn't fully capturing everything. Magic. All right. Okay, so she's kind of reiterating what she just did with S. Pinky promise, and then sorry. Actually, let me like go back. Okay, so she's like putting a value into a pinky promise that she usually just does, right? I feel like she kind of puts it as like kind of like a binding contract if you do a pinky promise. I know it's like valuable for most people. Personally for me, I don't really care, especially if it kind of like ruins like a moral compass, you know what I mean? I mean, I could promise you I have your back. But then, if we're trying to do something illegal, I'm not going to have your back. You know what I mean? Like it kind of just goes along with that. And I feel like it's like one of those things like, oh, if you disrespect my pinky promise, like you're the bad person, you have to say sorry, blah blah. I don't like that kind of mentality. Which is kind of crazy because she was kind of like ironically saying that she doesn't want to be portrayed as a kid, but like what a concept, you know? Such a happy music and visual, but I feel like the lyrics definitely make up for it. Like the first time I watched this, I didn't really read it. Oh. Aww. I think I was blinded by cute animals. Yeah, I feel like she's one of those characters where I wouldn't know how she is if I don't watch the voice drama. I feel like a lot of people, I can kind of guess the type of person they are based on what I see. And I don't know if that's kind of just blinded by, like I'm just kind of judging based off of what I see rather than like getting to know them, which is the whole point of the voice drama, right? But I think out of like the 8 people I've seen so far, I think she's the one that's most unpredictable. Like I actually, I mean, it kind of ruins the stereotype, which is I think also pretty like predictable in a way, because you're gonna be like, oh, what is a really young girl doing in this prison, right? Like what could be wrong with her? And then obviously I'm gonna think the worst, right? Like she's like crazy, she's a psychopath, sociopath, whatever. Um, because like watching the music video for the first time when I don't have context and I just watched like 11 music videos all at once, I would not have known. I would not have known that she was like that. You know what I mean? Like because just cute animals trying to heal a cute animal without really like looking at the lyrics. It's such a it is such a weird music video though. Like I can't like kind of reflect it from what I see for the voice drama. Oh. Yeah, I don't know the visual and the context of lyrics, I'm not gonna lie. Am I stupid? I feel like other than what we know from the voice drama with like the Pinky Promise and like I actually don't understand how this voice or how this music video is. I think it didn't really help except kind of reassure what just happened in the voice drama. I don't know if there's hidden symbolism that I'm missing. It seems like there is because they're just representing animals as something else, but like I actually cannot tell. I'm so sorry. Like this is actually like one of the few times I'm stumped right now. Okay, there's definitely hidden meaning there. I can't tell what the eyes mean. Is that just like a TV show? I don't know. I do need context in a lot of these. I think this is the one that stumped me the most. I can't really tell. She's saying about the promise and oath and like all of this pinky promise. A lot of promises, really. I don't know if that's like towards parents wise because I don't really know her background story, right? Like I mean, I kind of do, but like at the same time, like I don't know who she killed really. I don't know if that was implied in the voice drama. I feel like a lot of these are open interpretations, but sometimes it's like very straightforward. But this one I actually cannot tell. I think like she's very hard to read as like a kid or as a person in general. I cannot tell. So if you guys can have added context, like oh, like look at this symbolism. This cat is actually like like an actual cat. Like she healed a cat. Blah blah. You know what I mean? Please let me know. I don't know if she's an animal abuser. I can't tell for sure. Like this is actually kind of. I'm so sorry. I feel like I need to like really dig deep into like this music video. Like I don't know. It's a lot of like I promise you I'll be a good girl. Pinky promise. Don't break the promise. Um, not meaning to brag, but I'm pretty happy. I'm a good girl. Keep like I'm gonna keep my promise. Like, will you laugh at me and forgive me? Like, what happened? Did she like abuse her animals? Like, did she kill animals accidentally and that's like a murder? Oh my gosh. First, I feel like the voice drama didn't really imply that, right? That's why I feel like these animals kind of represent something. I don't know. But yeah, I'm so clueless. Like, I like the music video for sure. I like the music, like the song, the lyrics, the vibe of it. I feel like if I don't have to like dig deep into the actual meaning of it, I'll probably be blinded by how wholesome it is. But um, based off of the voice drama, I don't really like Amane too much. I feel like she's one of my least favorite characters so far. I'm surprised that some people say that Kazui's their least favorite because I don't know. Maybe I'm a little biased because I'm not a fan of kids, but Amane has a little vibe that I don't like, really. I think I would have put her to not forgive. I don't know if I can change that answer in trial two, but she is one of the few people that I'm like not forgiving. She just seems so delusional and very stubborn and very like know-it-all-y kind of thing. I don't know if that really deserves death. I don't think not forgiving is death. But I'm not sure really what it means in Milgram. But yeah, like I'm just not a big fan of her character, to be honest with you. Um, but anyways, please let me know what I missed. I definitely missed a lot of meaning. I don't know if there's strategies about like finding these meanings, or I don't know if you have to like rewatch it from another perspective and someone else tells you a different perspective. But I'm so clueless. I'm not gonna lie to you. Maybe I just don't know like context clues like that. But I mean, other people, I feel like it was easier, but hers is pretty confusing. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, anyway, sorry for the late upload for this one. I've been really busy with work stuff over time, stream stuff. You know what I mean, like grinding for partner. On the purple app. So, uh, but yeah, thank you guys for stopping by and checking this out. I'll have them. It's Thanksgiving next week, so I'll have the next video hopefully before that, or maybe like a little bit after. But yeah, I'll be busy, family time, But enjoy your Thanksgiving for my American friends, and just have a happy weekend for everyone else. All right, goodbye, guys.